Kyiv army went offensive to the Novozovsk direct from town Mariupol yesterday. According to reports of Ukrainian media, the Secretary of National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine, Alexander Turchinov, has led the operation himself. Pro-Kyiv military was controlling by his tactical genius took control of neutral settlements Shirokina and Pavlopol yesterday. Also, far-right volunteer battalion Azov reported its fighters shot down Russian Army's air jet Su-25 yesterday. The photo proof from official Facebook page of Azov have shown details. Apparently, Russian air jet which was shot down by Azov fighters is in good stance, and it can be useful in Kyiv air forces in a short time. The triumphal offensive of US-backed Kyiv army was stopped at settlements Shirokina and Sahanka. There are fortified positions of Donbas militia are there. The Russian fighters destroyed 11 units of military equipment and more than 50 Kyiv soldiers. Also, dozens of mighty Kyiv heroes were captured around Shirokina. Now they won't be able to post about their epic victories in neutral territory on their Facebook pages. During the clashes, 4 defenders of Donbas were killed and 10 were injured. At least 7 civilians were killed and 16 were wounded as the Kyiv-controlled city Kramatorsk was shelled on Tuesday. According to Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko, the shelling was carried out by Tornado multiple rocket launchers and came from direction of the town Gorlovka. The bombardment took place at 12:30 p.m. local time. And at 12:55 p.m. local time, when Poroshenko made his statement, he has already known from where and what rocket system shelled Kramatorsk. Interesting fact that bombardment took place in the day before talks in Minsk. Remember, on January 24, the Kyiv-controlled city Mariupol was shelled in a few days before talks in Minsk too. Earlier, tragedy with bus around Volnovakha took place few days before the World Economic Forum in Davos, where Ukrainian president asked money for continuing of military operation in Donbas. It's not new that these tragedies every time improved position of Washington-backed Kyiv negotiators. If it isn't a bloody bias, what is it? A contact group of Ukrainian, Russian and international officials will resume peace talks in the Belarus capital Minsk on Wednesday if Kyiv is ready to respond to proposals made by representatives of Donetsk and Lugansk People's Republics, said Denis Pushilin, the Donetsk Republic's chief negotiator. Also, on Tuesday, a well-informed source told Russian agency TASS that participants in the contact group meeting squared a scheme of withdrawal of heavy weapons, agreed a ceasefire regime and mechanism of control to implement agreements reached. The parties also discussed future political structure of southeast Ukraine's Donbas and local elections. Further, Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko is heading to Minsk to take part in a Normandy format meeting in Minsk on Tuesday, his press service has reported. However, it's only one side of situation. The new bloody false flag in Kramatorsk and US, which interested only in profit from Ukrainian crisis, are in another side. We thank our information partners for help with spreading this video news. Subscribe to our channel to receive up-to-date information on the situation in Ukraine and current geopolitical events in Europe.